When most people hear the words intermittent fasting, their minds immediately jump to weight loss. And sure, that can happen. But honestly, that's the least interesting part of the whole story. What we're going to dive into today is the deep science of what's really going on inside your cells, a process so profound it can literally help you rewrite your own biological clock. I want you to really picture that factory. Can you hear it? The gears are grinding, there's dust piling up on the machinery, and there's just junk accumulating in every corner. That factory has been running 24/7 for decades. That is the state of our bodies in a world where we're constantly eating. And eventually something in that factory is going to break down. So here's the core of the problem. Every single time you eat, breakfast, that mid-morning snack, lunch, dinner, you send one single relentless signal to every cell in your body. And that signal is grow, build, expand. It never stops. Your body gets stuck in this perpetual construction mode. Now, this has a scientific name. It's called constitutive growth. And the consequence is, it's devastatingly simple. When your body is always busy building and storing energy, it has absolutely zero time or resources left to clean up its own mess. We're talking damaged proteins, sputtering mitochondria, all sorts of cellular waste. It just piles up, year after year. And this is a huge shift in thinking, right? We tend to think of aging as this inevitable process, this unavoidable slide into decline. But what if it's not? What if a huge part of what we call aging is actually a correctable biological error, a direct result of us just neglecting our body's own built-in maintenance programs for decades on end? Okay, so to turn these incredible programs on, you have to get past that initial discomfort. And let's be honest, this is the wall. This is where most people quit, usually right before the magic is about to happen. So let's talk about that wall, and more importantly, how you smash right through it. Oh yeah, anyone who's ever tried fasting knows this feeling intimately. The headache kicks in, you get irritable, you're in a total brain fog. And that hunger, it's not even really hunger, is it? It's more like a primal alarm bell going off in your head. Your body is definitely not thanking you at first. In fact, it's kind of panicking. But here's what you have to understand. You are not starving. What you're feeling has a name. It's called metabolic inflexibility. Your body isn't actually angry, it's just confused. For your entire life, it's been running on one easy-to-get fuel source, glucose from carbs. And now, all of a sudden, that fuel is gone. So yeah, it's protesting. It's throwing a bit of a tantrum. Here's a great way to think about it. The glucose in your blood and liver, that's like the food in your kitchen refrigerator. It's right there, super easy to grab. But your body fat, that's the giant deep freezer down in the basement. And it is packed with weeks and weeks of energy. The problem is that freezer has a lock on it. And the key to that lock is the hormone insulin. When we're always eating, insulin levels are always high, and that keeps the freezer door permanently locked. Your body has literally forgotten where it put the key. But what happens when that refrigerator in the kitchen finally runs empty? Well, your body has no choice. It's forced to go rummaging around looking for the key to that deep freezer. And this, right here, is when the switch finally happens. So here's the play-by-play of how it goes down. Usually, somewhere around the 12 to 18-hour mark of a fast, all the glucose in your liver is gone. Poof. And since there's no new sugar coming in, your insulin levels just plummet. And that's it. That is the key turning in the lock. The freezer door swings open and your body starts taking all that stored body fat and converting it into a totally different fuel source, ketones. And let me tell you, ketones are incredible. Think of them like a clean-burning, high-octane premium fuel that your brain absolutely loves. The second they start flowing, that brain fog just vanishes, the hunger quiets down, and your energy and focus just surge. This isn't some new age biohack, by the way. This is an ancient evolutionary feature that kept our hunter-gatherer ancestors sharp and focused when they needed to go find their next meal. Okay, so you've pushed past the hunger wall, your brain is humming along on this premium fuel, but the real magic, the deep stuff, is just getting started. Because with your body finally freed from the constant, exhausting work of digestion, it has time to do something else. It's time to call in the cleaning crew. This process is called autophagy. It literally means self-eating, and it is the most elegant, powerful internal recycling program you can possibly imagine. Your own cells begin to actively seek out, hunt down, and dismantle all the old, broken, and junk parts. And look, this isn't some fringe theory from a blog. This is foundational science. The researcher who uncovered the mechanisms of autophagy, a scientist named Yoshinori Osumi, was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his work back in 2016. This is the real deal. I love this analogy. Think about a cleaning crew trying to deep clean a busy office during the middle of the workday. It's impossible, right? They can't scrub the floors or wash the windows while everyone is there working. Well, your cells are exactly the same. They cannot perform this deep, critical cleaning while they're busy processing food. Autophagy requires an empty building. So what exactly is this cleanup crew getting rid of? Everything you want it to. We're talking misfolded proteins that can clump together and cause disease, damaged mitochondria that are sputtering and creating more waste than energy. And get this, even precancerous cells are identified, broken down, and their parts are recycled into raw materials to build new, pristine, healthy cell parts. It is a total cellular reboot. So you can imagine what happens when you activate this cleanup crew, not just once in a blue moon, but on a regular basis. You're not just tidying up the house anymore. You are fundamentally changing the long-term health and structure of your body. But now we have to address the big one, the single biggest fear that stops so many people from even trying this. It's this idea that as soon as you stop eating, your body is just going to start cannibalizing all of its precious muscle tissue for energy. Just think about this logically for 1 second. Would evolution, this incredible engine of survival, design a system that makes you weaker right at the exact moment you need to be at your strongest to go find food? No way, absolutely not. That would be a biological death sentence. Our bodies are way smarter than that. So here's what actually happens. When you fast, your body doesn't eat muscle. It does the opposite. It actively protects your muscle by flooding your system with human growth hormone, or HGH. And we're not talking a little bump. We're talking massive spikes of 300 to 500% or even more. Your body prioritizes burning expendable fat while it fiercely preserves your essential muscle. And the benefits just keep stacking up. Fasting boosts a protein called BDNF, which is basically like Miracle-Gro for your brain cells. It gives your entire system a much-needed break, which dramatically lowers the chronic inflammation that's at the root of so many of our modern diseases. And that mild stress of fasting, it actually triggers a response that makes your cells tougher and more resilient over time. And all of this brings us to a much bigger, more important conversation. We, as a society, need to stop focusing only on lifespan, the total number of years we live, and start thinking about health span. How many of those years are we actually healthy, vibrant, and functional? Because for most people, there's a pretty brutal gap between those two numbers. And that right there is the ultimate goal. The point of this isn't some desperate attempt to live forever. It's about compressing that period of decline and frailty at the end of life. It's about being 75 and still being able to go for a hike, not just struggling to get up a flight of stairs. It's about adding real, vibrant, quality life to the years that you have. In a world that is designed for constant consumption, maybe the greatest superpower we have isn't the ability to get more, but the discipline to choose when. Fasting isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about giving your body the one thing it's been begging for, a break. Time to repair, time to rebuild, and time to remember what it's truly capable of. So the real question you have to ask yourself is this: are you just trying to live longer, or are you trying to live better?